Switzerland is known for its insanely dense train network.
Greetings!
There are train services to almost all parts of Switzerland. What makes Switzerland special is that there are train services to places that wouldn't even justify regular bus service in other countries, as famously stated by Noctis Bikes. Not only that, but there are train stations here that, to most people, wouldn't make any sense at all. And we are looking at one such station, perhaps one of the weirdest stations in existence, because not only does it exist, it has been newly renovated, and oh boy do I need to ramble about it. This village right here is Dallenwil and is home to around 1,900 people. This village is nothing special, as there are many rural villages in Switzerland, especially in the Alpine region. And as we will see, this village of course has train service. And this right here is the hamlet of Niedrrickenbach, or Maria Niederrickenbach, which has around 100 people living there and is also the primary starting point for a huge hiking area. The main way to get up here is by cable car, as you can see right here. And this is Niederrickenbach Station, a single-track train station. Actually, calling it a train station is not really correct, as the Zentralbahn on their old website literally called it a stop instead of a station because, well, that's just what it is. And no, this train station isn't meant to serve Dallenwil as you might assume, even though this size station would seem more than respectable for a village of just 2,000 people, and as it's located pretty close to the village actually. I mean, just look at the train station meant for Geigen in Valle. No, Dallenwil, of course, has its own two-track railway station, 800 meters northwest of Niederrickenbach Station. It even has a third track in fact, though it's obvious that it isn't used much. You might think that Niederrickenbach Station is some sort of old, no longer in use stop, considering how close these stations are to each other, but no, both train stations have regular service. This station's sole purpose is to serve this cable car, which might seem bizarre to a lot of people because, come on, who places two separate stations 800 meters away from each other? You can literally walk between the cable car and Dallenwil station in under 7 minutes. I might get into Dallenwil station in a future video, but all you need to know is that there are 2 train services per hour per direction that stop here. The S4, which runs between Lucerne and Wolfenschiessen, and the Interregio Luzern-Engelberg Express, which unsurprisingly runs between Lucerne and Engelberg, though after Stans it continues to Lucerne with no halt. So yeah, for anyone outside of Switzerland, Dallenwil has very frequent service for its size. Niederrickenbach Station only has 1 train per hour per direction, which is the Interregio. The S4 just passes through the station to terminate in Wolfenschiessen. But enough of those details. Let's look at the station itself. Or well, what it used to look like. We will look at the renovated station afterwards. Before the renovation, the station was really small by Swiss standards and not really good or adequate. The platform was really narrow and really low, which made level boarding impossible. A small shed right here provided shade, protection from the elements, a bench to sit on, as well as a machine to buy your tickets from and a stop-on-request machine. This station is stop-on-request because it is obvious that it isn't served that much. An estimate of the Swiss Trafimage puts the average number of people that get on and off here on workdays at 90. That is really low. Here there is an underpass to access the cable car station. The surroundings are really beautiful, right next to the Engelberger Aa, the river that runs through this valley. The station is also really unassuming. This is what the neighbors see when it's not winter. But as said, not only is there a train station here, it was newly renovated from October to December in a 2-month period during which the station was out of service. Quick context, In Switzerland, it is mandatory by law for public transport to enable boarding without any issues for people with reduced mobility, such as wheelchair-bound people, elders, etc. As said, this station had this really low platform which is not compliant with the law. That and the station was really old, and with a narrow platform it was just a matter of time for it to be renovated. And because this video exists, you can tell that the station has been renovated. I have documented the renovation really well, and you can see the transformation here, but I will upload a fully separate video just showing the changes between the months. The new train stop looks really nice. Firstly, the platform is way higher now. This enables level boarding to low floor carriages. This was, of course, the main change and motivation. The platform has also been widened quite a bit, it was made longer, and there are even some nice blocks of heterogeneous mass that look really cool. There is a new bench here with a typical train station bin, another cool add-on to the station. There is great new lighting and light speakers installed now as well.
Arrival of the intermediate to Wolfenschießen,
The track is divided into sectors, and the best improvement of all, a Swiss train station clock. Je t'aime, chemin de fer fédéral suisse, je t'aime. The area under the shed has remained much the same, though they have moved the stuff around a bit. You still have the ticket machine, the thing to stamp a ticket with, you still have the bin, even though you can't see them on the clips, and you still have the machine for stop on request. Though it has been changed a bit, and I am truly concerned. If you want to see why, go and watch till the end of the video. Oh yeah, and the last time I went here, there were like these little stone tires, which I just think is so adorable. The underpass is still in place with its original steps. Those in wheelchairs have to take more of a detour, crossing the road and then getting up here. Though that probably is the quicker route anyway, because of the current low floor compartments stop in this area, so it's nothing too bad. Well, except that you have to cross a main road with essentially no protection except a zebra crossing. This is to be expected since Switzerland is still very car friendly. We still have a long way to go. This is especially apparent in bike infrastructure. Not Just Bikes has made a good video about that, link in the description. Yeah, people riding bicycles are supposed to ride on this road with cars passing closely at quite high speed. While filming the construction, I had to cross the main road to get some good pictures, which was quite scary to say the least. Anyways, I said that this station has 1 train per hour per direction, but this will most likely increase to 2 per hour per direction once the Interregio will be given a half-hourly schedule, which is expected to take place at the end of 2026. Which still seems pretty optimistic, not gonna lie. KD10 while editing here, in order to get that 30-minute service that I was talking about, they actually would need to expand to dual track in this section here. And they kind of want to do this in less than 2 years from now on, which I personally think is just way too optimistic. But again, we will see how this will turn out. Now, even though there isn't much to this station, and that probably will never change anyway, I am really proud of this station. Because going to nature in other countries almost always involves getting into a car. This is what I love about Switzerland. You can essentially get everywhere by public transportation. No need to stress around or needing to concentrate on the road 24/7. Just plain, nice, eco-friendly transport that is made for everyone. Thanks for watching this short documentary. I actually have another video planned also focusing on the Zentralbahn, where we will look at the lost stations, those that have been removed from service, and seeing what is still left over. And I am working on rebranding myself more as a train spotter anyway, as that reflects my interests a lot more. If you enjoyed this video or have advice on improvements, please tell me in the comments. Merci beaucoup, und auf Wiedersehen.
IR nach Engelberg über Wolfenschießen, Grafenort, Abfahrt 18:30 Uhr auf Gleis 1, Hinweis A. Luzern-Engelberg Expresse, 16 Minuten später Grund. Beschädigung Gleis, Halt auf Verlängerung.
So this is what you call a voice. Oh my god. Hell, you couldn't have made a better voice or what? Oh my god. Seriously, this is like the only bad thing about this station now. It's this. Because what on earth's name is this? What on earth's name? Getting really creative, aren't we?